Marine Captain Sam Kehoe is leaving for Afghanistan in a few days. He has written a farewell letter to be given to his wife if he does not return home. Sam is a model family man raising two daughters. His younger brother Tommy is his complete opposite. He has just been released from prison after serving time for bank robbery. Tommy came to a family dinner and his youngest niece immediately told her mother that she didn't like him. Their father, Hank, is angry with Tommy and holds Sam up as an example who serves his country and does not break the law. It all ends in a quarrel, and Hank leaves the house. As he leaves, Tommy asks his brother to be careful. Sam takes the ring off his finger and his wife hangs it around her neck. 5 days later, Sam is already driving around the Afghan desert. Soon the helicopter he was flying in with his squad is shot down. Grace was taking a bath when two soldiers came to tell her the terrible news of her husband's death. She cannot accept it and keeps dialing Sam's cell phone number. At night, a drunk Tommy drives up to the house to return the car. It's strange that Grace is so upset about a broken headlight. Then she tells Tommy what happened to his brother. He is the last to learn of the tragedy because no one could reach him all day. Grace gathers her daughters for the funeral. The girls refuse to wear black dresses. The widow is given the farewell letter. After the ceremony, Hank drinks and Tommy tries to take his keys away so that his father doesn't drive drunk. Hank reproaches his younger son again. But Tommy also has something to say to the old man, who was not the best father and husband, and who instilled this military nonsense in his older son. It turns out that Sam and another soldier, Private Joe, survived. The Taliban took them prisoner and threw them into a dungeon, an underground prison. Drunk Tommy calls Grace at 3 in the morning and asks her to help him with money. He was $47 short of paying the bartender, who now threatens to report him to the cops for violating his parole. The woman had to bail out her wayward relative in the middle of the night and bring him to her home. He woke up to the sound of kitchen utensils clattering. The girls decided to make pancakes to cheer up their mother. Hank came to visit them. He didn't expect to see his son there. The man apologizes for his behavior yesterday, and Tommy admits that Sam has always been smarter than him. "That's not true," Hank replies. "You just always gave up on everything you started, unlike your brother." "I would slit my throat if it could bring him back, Dad." A helicopter flies over the Taliban camp. Sam is sure they are being searched for and starts knocking out the boards with a stone. They threaten him with a machine gun and place a large boulder on top of the boards. Tommy remembered his father's words about Grace's lousy cooking and decided to renovate the place with his friends without warning. 2 months have passed. While Sam tries to remain calm, the private is slowly going crazy and accuses the captain of saving him, and now he is living in hell. Sam insists that Johnny under no circumstances reveal who he is or what his rank is. The Taliban decide something among themselves and transport the Americans by car to another location. They are filmed on camera. An Afghan man is forced to kneel in front of the prisoners. He used a satellite phone to call his pregnant wife and thus revealed their location. The offender is immediately shot in the head. "This is their country and you have no business here." Sam must convey this message to America, or he will be forced to do so. While Grace mourns her husband, the repairs continue. The men put the sisters to work. They remember what a good athlete their father was. Maggie knocked over a tub of paint on the bearded man, and now he needs a replacement pair of pants and a t-shirt. Grace goes to pick something out of her husband's wardrobe, but freaks out and takes everything she can get her hands on. Owen doesn't understand why they brought him so many clothes and whether he needs to return them later. Sam was tied to a pole in the open air for some time. Now, right before his eyes, Joe is being tortured with a red-hot iron. Joe couldn't take the torture and said on camera that Americans have no business being here, and at the same time sent his regards to his wife and child. He also revealed that Sam has 2 daughters. The renovated kitchen was finished just in time for Grace's birthday. All her loved ones congratulate her, but she misses one person, the person closest to her, very much. Winter has come. During a walk, her older sister Isabel complains to Tommy that everyone loves Maggie because she is cute. "You have to accept it, Isabel. Everyone is crazy about you too. Let's go." What Tommy is good at is getting along with children. Once a guy came to a bank employee who had threatened her with a gun and asked her for forgiveness. They talked for an hour. After that incident, the woman couldn't sleep properly for 3 years. All that time, she was afraid that the gangster would come back and shoot her. In the evening, Tommy and Grace reminisce about their school days. The woman says she didn't like him because he was always drunk and fighting with someone. Suddenly, they kissed passionately. Grace decided it would be better for her to go out for some fresh air, and Tommy cried. All this time, the letter from her husband remained sealed. She still did not read it. Sam and Private Joe continued to be tortured. Once, they gave him an iron pipe and ordered him to kill his comrade. He had already told them everything and became a burden to the Taliban. Sam initially threw the pipe away, but they pointed a gun at him and said, "It's you or him." And the man, amid the cries of the Afghans, beat the exhausted Joe to death. The execution was filmed on camera. Tommy visited Grace's house again under the pretext of installing decorative slats. He says he would be happy to see the girls sometimes. Later, Hank arrived. He is surprised that his son has become a jack of all trades. The Taliban camp is attacked by American troops. One of the leaders wanted to kill Sam, but he himself was shot and fell into a ravine. The camera with the recording burned down. The Marine was finally released from captivity. While Tommy was playing with the children in the yard, Grace received a call informing her that her husband had survived after all. The whole family meets him at the airport. Tommy is both happy and sad at the same time. The first thing the girls do is show off their new kitchen. Sam lies down on the bed and hugs his wife and daughters tightly. Grace goes into the bathroom to see her husband and kisses his scars, but Sam is cold and hints that she should leave. Hank sees that Sam is acting strangely and remembers how he himself returned from the Vietnam War and distanced himself from his sons. At the skating rink, Sam thanks his brother for looking after his family. He didn't expect that from him. Grace is a miracle, he continues, and suddenly asks, "Did you sleep with her?" He understands how it could have happened because they thought he was dead. "What's going on in your head? How could you think that? You guys look like two teenagers in love," but he can't be persuaded otherwise. Sam is 100% sure they slept together. The family of the murdered soldier comes to visit the Achelis. Joe Jr. crawls out from around the corner. The widow constantly dreams about her husband, as well as Sam, whom she hated in her dreams for surviving while Joe did not. That's why she came to apologize. Sam lies to the woman, saying that he did not see her husband die and knows nothing about his death. At night, Sam freezes up and with a gun in his hand begins to put glasses on the shelf. He walks around the house with a gun. The next day, Sam arrives at the military base and declares that he wants to go back. He can't stay here. But Sam will have to spend some more time with his family. During dinner, the girls talk about silly things and joke around. Then Sam loses his temper and lashes out at his daughters. He says that what they are saying isn't funny, so why are they laughing? Grace tries to calm her husband down, but he just leaves the table. Isabel asks when Uncle Tommy will be back. Something is clearly wrong with her dad. Grace wants her husband to talk to her about what they did in Afghanistan, but he is more interested in finding out what happened between them and Tommy. Nothing more, Grace assures him. "I thought you were dead." But Sam is still convinced that they slept together. In the middle of the night, he visited Joe's grave, who was only 21 years old. The girls were playing in the yard when their father came home. Isabel froze in place, afraid of him, and backed away. Sam hugs his daughters and tells them that everything will be okay. The older one can barely hold back her tears. Sam tells his wife that he thought about his family all night. He realizes how lucky he is to be alive. It's Maggie's birthday and everyone is waiting for Tommy to arrive at the party. He comes not alone, but with a girl named Tina, whom he met just an hour ago. He wants to lighten the mood. Tina acts smart and says all sorts of nonsense about the military. Tommy nudges her with his elbow, but the girl is on a roll and has no intention of shutting up. Sam is tense. His daughters are acting up. Their father constantly scolds Isabel. The girl says that her sister is loved more and always gets the best of everything. Isabel pops the balloon and interrupts the adults' conversation to draw attention to herself again. Finally, Sam loses his temper and pops the balloon. His daughter blurts out, Why didn't you stay dead? You're mad because Mom wants to sleep with Uncle Tommy instead of you. They make love all the time. A deathly silence hangs in the air. Maggie asks to go to bed. Before going to sleep, Isabel asks her mother for forgiveness. She knows it's not true. She just doesn't love her dad and wants Uncle Tommy to be there instead. Me too, says Maggie. Sam sits in the living room and asks his wife if the children prayed before bed. Then he gets up and starts smashing the brand new kitchen to pieces with a crowbar. How could she sleep with his own brother? She knows what he did to get back to his whore of a wife. What he did with his own hands. Sam hysterically hits himself on the head and continues to destroy the kitchen. At that moment, Tommy enters the house and hugs his brother, but Sam pulls a gun from his pocket and starts pointing it at his younger brother's head. Police sirens can be heard. Sam goes out to the police with the gun in his hand. They order him to put the gun down. But he is indignant, asking why they came in the first place. The cops say they know he is a war hero. What kind of hero am I? Sam replies, you don't know what I did. And he rearranges a gun to his temple. Tommy and Grace try to shout at him and prevent a tragedy. What's wrong with you, Sam? I'm drowning, Tommy. Sam threw away the gun and the police arrested him. Finally, Grace opens the envelope and reads her husband's letter about how much Sam loves her and their girls. Sam himself calls Tommy from a psychiatric clinic for war veterans to make peace with him. Tommy stays with his nieces and Grace comes to visit her husband. Once again, the woman asks him to tell her what happened to him, why he is tormenting himself so much. I killed him. I killed Joe Willis. After his confession, Sam wonders if he will be able to live a normal life after everything that has happened.